around and take a break while you're all answering. I'm April Newman. I live in the county outside of Sierra Vista, but this is my go-to town, so thank you all for running to represent us, because you do affect all of us that live 10, 20 miles outside of the city. And I'm addressing this to Sheriff Dannels, and I want to preface this to say that I really appreciate the Sheriff's Department, and I appreciate you because I do know that you have all of our care and our safety at heart, even though I disagree with you on a lot of things. But I do appreciate you, and I do know you have your heart in this. My question or comment is that I've heard you mention this several times, that there are people that want open borders, and I'm not sure who you're talking about, because I'm not on the same political side as you, and I don't really know anyone that wants open borders. So maybe there's a miscommunication between what that means, because I don't know anyone that just wants an open border where anyone can just come in at any time. So I just want to clarify that that's not, if you can tell me somebody that believes that and have some proof, I'd like to hear it, because I just don't know what that is. I think we need to realize that all of us do want security, and we all want some legislation. So that's my comment.
Well, first of all, thank you for complimenting the men and women and myself for the sheriff's office, and I would agree with that, so we can't agree. Number two is, I will say this to you, is your America's sheriffs from national, major county, southwest border, and also western state sheriffs, Force Association sheriffs, and your police chiefs, and I'll just say this too, the thousands of Border Patrol agents I have dealt with in my positions on the sheriff associations, I have yet to find one Border Patrol agent say it's working. Not one. That's number one. Your American sheriffs have invited President Biden, I'm not trying to make this political, but he is the president, President Biden, and also the borders are to work with American sheriffs. I'm not, listen, I'm just telling you.
No, that is not true, and you know it's not true.
That name was given to her by people, but my question is...
I'm going to try to answer it.
Yeah, but you haven't even addressed the fact that I asked you, what's your definition of open border? What's your definition of an open border, and who exactly do you think wants an open border?
I was going there, but what I'm saying is, the administration sets the policy procedures. The bottom line is, the law states if you come across the border illegally, you're automatically expelled, no questions asked. That's the law. We have set that law aside. We're not even enforcing that law. But go back and look, ask the Border Patrol, they'll tell you the same thing. The bottom line is this, your American sheriffs tried to work with the White House and 51% of Congress to work on agreements like we talked earlier. They won't. If you don't have acknowledgement, you don't have engagement, and you don't have prioritization, what you have is crisis. What you have is tragedy, what I talked about earlier. We've set record high numbers over the last 3 years because we haven't had those three objectives. Your American sheriffs deal with public safety, national security, and humanitarian. Call the borders are or not, I'm just telling you, I'm just saying this to you, if you're not gonna work with your mayors, if you're not gonna work with your sheriffs, and you're dealing with what we're dealing with in this county, ma'am, I've seen enough tragedy in this county, and 300 people are dying a day.
Did it bother you when they didn't pass the bipartisan legislation?
Ma'am, I did everything I could to introduce that bill.
Did it bother you that they didn't pass that?
What bothers me is I got politicians worried, and I said this earlier, are more worried about being reelected and more worried about their own party, Democrats and Republicans, than they are about the people they serve. I don't care what y'all's political views are. I care about making sure I can protect this county and work with my American sheriffs to protect this country. I just sat in a meeting with the federal government, from the Border Patrol chief all the way down over the last 3.5 years, and I've yet to hear one wearing a badge say it's working. So maybe we're all wrong, but I'm telling you right now, they're as frustrated as I am.
I don't think you really...
Ma'am, you can't tell me that's wrong.
We can't hear you.
Oh, I just said he didn't really answer my question.
Ma'am, what do you want me to say?
But who do you saying that wants people just to come over willy-nilly? Like, I'm not sure who that is.
Ma'am, who controls the border? The federal government. It's not
You're
your
saying
local...
the federal government is just letting people come over no matter what. There's no...
I am saying that. I am saying that.
Yeah.
You're
I
saying
just-
that the federal government
Ma'am?
Yes.
No, they do.
I'm just gonna say, we got record numbers coming across the border.
Did you ask President
When did the
Trump
problem start?
why he snubbed the bipartisan legislation?
Ma'am, I did not ask her that. Bottom line is this.
I mean, I think you should have, that you wanted.
We have to
Just saying.
I'm just saying too.
bring this to a close. We have